Action is the moment when we take our analysis of student learning and apply it to the classroom. This can occur at every grade level, even kindergarten. Shadelle Noel has just analyzed her students' results on the STEP, an early literacy assessment. This group of 4 kindergartners is just starting to read books with repeated patterns, and they struggled to understand unfamiliar words. She's taught them strategies for this, but they aren't applying them when they read. Watch how she puts the analysis into practice in the following lesson.
So when we're reading this book, there's going to be a pattern. But some words you're going to have to figure out on your own. What can you do to figure out words that we don't know? What can we do? What can we do to figure out words we don't know? Trinice.
We just listen to the sound.
So we can sound it out. What else can we do to figure out words that we don't know? Taylor.
You can look at the picture.
You can look at the picture. What else can we do to figure out words that we don't know? Taraji.
Look at the first letter.
You have to look at the first letter, Pamela, because sometimes if we just look at the picture, that might not help us. So we have to double check and make sure that the picture matches the first letter, all right?
So, first, Shadelle reviewed the strategies that the students have already learned, activating skills from prior lessons. Now she will model how to apply those strategies, engaging her students in guided practice.
All right, so let's open the book to the first page so we can figure out the pattern. Open the book to where we will start reading. And you're going to point as I read the first page. You're going to point, get ready to point as I read the first page so we can figure out the pattern. Get ready, Taylor. We point right underneath the word, okay? What could that be? What do I see the girl doing in the picture? Who can help me figure out that word? Who can help me figure out that word? What do you see? What do you see? Pamela.
I see an S.
What do you see in the picture?
Shells.
Shells. I wonder if that word could be shells. When I look at the picture, I see SH. And SH, when I look at the words, I see SH. You're looking in your book? And SH makes sh. SH makes what sound? So I'm thinking that those are shells. And I don't see seashells. The shells are for my sand castle.
Once the modeling is completed, Shadelle gives each student significant time to practice. But Shadelle doesn't sit back while they're practicing. As you can see, she is tracking their performance in her notebook, where they are struggling, and when they are effectively using the strategy. She's actively listening to all 4 students so she can see if they're becoming more effective in implementing these strategies. 2 students in particular are struggling. Watch how she works with them.
What does this look like? This could be. That starts with an F. It's not leaf because there's leaf. Do you see an L here? No. So what could that be? Can this be leaf? Can that be leaf?
Feather.
This is a feather. When I look here, I see, so I know it's not leaf, all right? So you have to think about you seeing a picture, and you have to look at the first letter to help you figure it out, all right?
The student on the left got it on the first prompt. The student on the right needed more guidance. She tailored her support to each student's need. At the end of the lesson, she did one final check for understanding with these 2 students. In just 15 minutes of instruction, each student was retaught the targeted skill and had multiple times to practice it under the watchful eye of their teacher. Rather than learn an isolated strategy on reading comprehension, the students learned the most appropriate strategy for this stage in their development. Action, then, gives the students precisely what they need at exactly the right time. It is no small wonder that by the end of the year, these students scored above the 90th national percentile in reading.